Last War fans, Dirk Diggler here, and it is time for a code update. That's right, been getting hit up for lots of requests. Like, Dirk, is there a new code lineup? Yes, I have moved some stuff around a little bit, and it's done me rather well. So I am going to share that with you right now. Holy cow. Look at all these zombie bosses we got. Oh my, wow. My work is never done. Never done. Anyhow, let's go look at the battle records and see what will work best. Okay, let's start off with code 87. This one is tank heroes do 50% additional damage. You can see the lineup that was most successful right here. You can see up front we have Marshall as well as Tesla. In the back, there we go. We got Mason, we got Kimmy, we got Steman. So, primary offensive gear is going to be on Mason, Kimmy, and Steman. In order, I would do Kimmy, Mason, and Steman, depending on where your stars are and skills are on these heroes, right? So give the best heroes the best gear to get the most damage done. Don't forget to put your chipset on these code hits to make sure they match up. So this chipset would be a tank chipset, and also use the mushroom base if you have. So once again, this is 50% more damage done by tank heroes. You can see the lineup here. We got Tesla up front. He's the only non-tank hero in this situation, but this seems to be the best setup. So you got top is, I shouldn't say top, I should say front, bottom, if you want to call it that. When you're looking at the squads, it's going to be Marshall, and then up top will be Tesla. So that's your bottom, that's your top. God, don't take that out of context. And then in the back row, starting at the bottom, you're going to have Mason, Kimmy, Steman. Now, I've moved these heroes all over the place. This is the absolute best lineup you're going to get. It simply is. So you can see the damage done here was pretty decent. So keep that in mind. Moving right along, code 64. This one is missile heroes do 50% additional damage. Now, I moved Marshall around quite a bit to see where he would have the best impact. And middle back is surprisingly where he does the best damage. So you want to put him in middle back. Up front, you're going to have Swift and Tesla. And then in the back, you got Fiona, once again, Marshall, and then Adam, a.k.a. the superhero Black Adam. So this is the lineup you're going to have. So now, gear-wise, since Tesla has the exclusive weapon, I'm going to put my best offensive gear on Tesla. Next will be Swift, then Fiona. Then, okay, so this one's a toss-up. Which one you go with here? Do you go with Adam or do you go with Marshall? I tend to lean towards Adam, so the next best gear goes on him, and then the last gear goes on Marshall. And you can see the damage done here, pretty decent. 16.9, so it's not as good as my tank hero damage, as you can see there, but still, it's not bad, all things considered. So once again, this is missile heroes do 50% additional damage, Marshall back middle. Now, trust me, I moved him all over the place to see where was the best fit. And obviously, you always have that variable with crit damage, but still, for a consistent, better score, middle back. Middle back. I know. I mean, some of you guys are thinking, why? God, that doesn't make sense. Trust me, put him back there. You'll see. Trust me on this one. Okay, last but not least, my worst code is air. And here it is. So up front, so we've got on the bottom, we got Marshall, and then front top, we got Kimmy. So keep that in mind. Those are the two tank heroes you're going to want to use in this situation. And then in the back, of course, you got Reaper, a.k.a. Morrison. You have in the middle Miss Skylar. And then top back, you have Diva. And once again, I have tried different combinations, and this is by far the most successful combination when tank heroes do 50% more damage. Now, I will post these lineups in the description of this video, so I hope you guys enjoy that. Please make sure you click like, subscribe, and share. We are finally at 4,000 subs, which is super awesome. I'm happy to see that, but my goal for the end of May is 6,000 subs. So please help me get there. Share this video with the people you know who are struggling on code. That would be awesome. And oh, I didn't cover, I almost forgot, gear. Where do you put gear? So top gear goes on Diva. Next, I go Morrison, and then I go Skylar, then I go Kimmy, then I go Marshall. So that's the order of gear. Don't want to forget that now, did I? Anyhow, Last War fans, Dirk Diggler. Have a good one.